Um, well, I decided to get coaching from you after my so my first game, the 2-4 I played, I recorded it too, but it was just a complete stomp by the other team against the Poppy. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably not a good game to watch.
Yeah.
And then the second game, we were like losing in the beginning, and then we were winning mid game, and we got Baron, and then the whole game we threw in one team fight and we lost. So I was like, that's probably a good game to watch, considering
Mm-hmm.
we were winning. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Sounds good. Uh, I see you played this game 6 days ago. Did you just
yeah.
have a break, or did you play on another account, or?
I played on like I have like another account that's like Gold 4, and that account I don't really like specifically try to try hard on it. I just play to like practice more. So I played more on
Yeah.
that account.
Yeah. So for runes, I think Dark Harvest is fine, especially in lower elo.
Hmm.
This is of course good. So is this. I think that after all the nerfs to Ravenous Hunter, you shouldn't actually go this anymore because, like, at 0 stacks it does nothing, and at 1 stack it does nothing basically as well. So of course this was before the nerf, but
Yeah,
now on live patch I don't think you should go this. Instead, I
probably
think
Relentless.
Relentless Hunter is better.
Yeah.
I think in general for junglers this is a good rune. Um,
Hmm.
because like when you're out of combat you just get free movement speed, and even during your clear you're out of combat a lot of time. Like for example, if you're doing wolves and you're running to here, you end up getting Relentless Hunter like here, um, and you just get to move around faster, and you can use Relentless Hunter to do ganks you otherwise couldn't, and you just rotate faster. Like when you recall and you get to your next camp, you get there faster. um, I just think it's really good rune, and especially on Blue Cane, which is what I see you're playing most games, I think Ravenous Hunter is not as useful as it is on Red Cane. I think it's rare that Ravenous Hunter is going to be the reason why you live on Blue Cane, you know?
Hmm.
For Sorcery, I think it's fine. I would do the same. Transcendence really, really good on Kane, especially the change that they did a while ago now, where when you get a takedown, you get your basic abilities reduced by 20%. That's really, really helpful because you can easily E out and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Um, yeah. Nimbus Cloak is fine too. You could go water walking, but Kane doesn't usually gank through river, so it's not that useful. So I
I
think your
also seen
runes
some
here are
games
fine.
run Gathering Storm too.
Yeah, but it's useless because by the time that's like actually a rune, it doesn't really matter anymore,
Okay.
But the main reason why you go sorcery is for transcendence. So like you can do gathering, you can do water walking, you can do this. It's not gonna matter like too much. I just think that Nimbus Cloak makes sense on Kane because you're going in and you can blue smite and run away. Right,
Okay.
helps you get out. I don't think you need extra AD on Kane. You know, once you have
Yeah.
prowlers and mana immune, people should be dead. So yeah. So looking at all these champions, what do you think? What's like your game plan here? What's your thought process?
Um. My Well, I have lots of ways to get Blue Cane. I can gank every lane and get Blue Cane. So, and I want to avoid Vi because with her press the attack and early game, she completely destroys me early game. So, but once I get items, I feel like my goal is to kill Kaisa and Nami because the other
Yeah,
ones will have Zonios by then.
yeah. Kennen and Ari should for sure get Hourglass this game,
Mhm.
but that doesn't mean that they spawn in with it, right? So you need to
Yeah.
regularly press tab and look out for like stopwatches and Sonias. Um,
Yeah.
you mentioned press the attack, but Vi has Halo Blades.
Oh, sorry, Hella Blades. I get
Yeah,
those two mixed up because
yeah,
it's like third
yeah,
attack,
yeah.
three
Third attack.
attacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking at this game, like you're Blue Cane, obviously you have Dark Harvest. So the question is always, how are we going to get those stacks, right? And
Yeah.
they have Kennen, Ari, Kaisa, and Nami. So this looks like very, very easy game to get those stacks.
Yeah.
So what do you think in terms of your pathing here?
This game I did Red Leash full clear, and I don't think I contested the top scuttle because I know I can't beat Vi in a fight. And I don't think my Volibear had prio into a cannon too.
Yeah, I mean he shouldn't
So-
because cannon is just ranged, right?
I
So
could have probably wait. I'm red side here. Yeah. So I started. Yeah, I started. I could have started blue probably and path the
blue
opposite way
side.
of. Oh, blue side. Yeah. I could have started blue and path the opposite way of
Yeah, but there's no,
Vi.
when you decide your when you decide to start, there's no way to know where they're starting unless you're like late invading for like a ward or something, you know. One thing I think you should always do on Kayn, especially in low elo, is try to cheese start their raptors.
Yeah, I've done that before, but then I kind of stopped doing it because sometimes it just backfires.
Yeah, but then like that's the thing, right? Like even in real life, things that you do that are good can backfire sometimes. You need to, instead of now stopping doing it, you need to find out why did it backfire, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're doing it to a champion like Lilia or Hecarim that would like to start Raptors, it's really bad to do it because they're gonna beat you level 1. Your champ is useless.
Yeah.
But Vi is never gonna start Raptors.
Yeah.
Right? So if you, for example, let's say now, you're blue side. Alright, which means that their Raptors is here top side. So I'm gonna start my ward, and I'm just gonna drop a ward here. And then I'm gonna swap to sweeper. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure that I have sweeper ready for when I'm invading. And then I'm gonna invade. And then now I'm gonna pop my sweeper when I'm like here. And then we can go. You can also, if you want to have sweeper early, which is probably the safest, you just don't ward your bot side at all, and you just start game with sweeper. You just stand
just
top
don't.
side here, right? You just go into
Yeah.
this bush, and then if they ward, you just take it, and then now you enter and you sweep, and make sure you're not on vision, and you take them. There's no way that they will come, because how do they even know, right?
And I would also ask my bot lane to fake leash.
Yeah, but I would never do that, because the thing is, enemy jungler is not even looking where the fuck you're starting. He has no clue what's going on, because it's like gold, and
Yeah.
your bot lane will lose a lot from fake leashing. Like, they will lose time to poke in their lane, they will lose push, they will just lose a lot. It's just bad.
Okay.
But yeah, you should just invade, and then make sure you're not on vision. Make sure you're sweeping this bush so nobody's hiding. Make sure you're not running in at 110. You want to run in at like actually like to 126, like so that you can actually get there on spawn. There's no point to run in earlier, right?
Mhm.
And then you can also sweep in a way where you're hugging this wall, so you can see the red buff if it's moving or not.
If it is, he started red.
Yes, so now you get level 2 here, and you go here and you fucking smite this red, and he's fucked,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And now by taking these raptors, you know that they will spawn in 2 minutes. So around like 3:40-ish if you started them. Right? So
Yeah.
now you can just go there again on spawn. So he's like really fucked. You know?
I see. Yeah.
So I think it's like really good strat to do versus these kind of junglers like Vi, because she will never start raptors. She will always start red before blue. Most of the time they will start red so that they can just go straight into their blue and just gank after. But it's like really coin flip to guess where they're gonna start, you know? You
Yeah.
can guess where they're starting based on like their lanes. So like if you look at this, so if I'm Vi, I know that Kennen will most likely have push, and bot lane is a little bit more flip. Senna is stronger than Kai'Sa. Nami is stronger than Lulu. But Senna is like so much stronger than Kai'Sa early that probably your bot lane is gonna end up having push. So if I'm Vi, I will start bot side so I can path to my pushing lane. But yeah, to summarize this, like I want you to, on Kayn, every single game, try to be able to take their Raptors level 1 through what I said. And yeah, from there you take their Raptors and then you take their entire top side if they started bot side. If they started top side, you just now skill E and you just go into the wall and you smite away their red. You don't necessarily want to kill them because you're going to be 1v2.
Yeah, I just smite away and usually I'll just
Yes.
run away.
Yes, and then it's GG already. Right? Now they're level 1, and you can just run here, secure your bot side so they can't take it. And now if your bot lane has push, you can even go into this after that. If not, you just go here, and now you're level 5 and she's level fucking 3. It's GG.
Yep. Okay.
Now, if you're not going to do that, I would start topside this game because of what I said. Senna, very, very strong level 1. Kaisa, not that strong level 1. Nami is really strong, so most likely it's like 55 to 60% chance that your bot lane has push in this lane. And there is like 20% chance your top has push. It's really hard for Kayn to secure scuttles because you have no CC, so you really want to make sure you're doing scuttle with having lane push. So I would just start topside, even though of course it feels weird, right, to not do Raptors on first clear. Yeah. But securing crab is important. So like you should just do this, full clear down, and now you take scuttle. Because there's no way you get scuttle topside. It should just never happen. For settings, you should also turn off name tags. It's just useless. So the first queue that you do is fine because there's no walls to queue into, but ideally you want to queue into walls.
Yeah, because it makes it shorter.
Yeah, like you'll see here how long your dash is, right? The animation.
Yeah.
It's so long, so you can always fit in an extra auto attack inside of that. So, like here when you get Q ready, if you can Q here to the right into the wall, your clear will be a lot faster. Okay?
Yeah.
And you will also end up being here when your Q finishes instead of here and having to walk down. When you review your clear, the clicks and where you're positioning yourself on the camps matters, how you use your spells matter, and sure, we can say, yeah, but 1 second on red buff doesn't matter. True, 1 second here doesn't matter, but let's say you do the same mistake now here, then it's 3 seconds extra here, and it's 5 over here, 7 on wolves, right? 9 on blue, 11 here, all of a sudden you are clearing 13 seconds slower. And that's really, really bad. Right, like here it is the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Same thing there, so yeah. But yeah, if I start bot side, one thing that I like to do is I don't want leash. Like again, like forcing your laners to lose their lane for you to get help is not good if you can do something else. And it is much better to make your normal camps respawn than your buff. So if I'm starting bot side, I will do solo raptors, E through this, go Krugs, then do red buff, and then top side. This is 100 times better.
Okay.
Because now I make my raptors spawn way faster, I make my Krug spawn way faster. Sure, I get red buff spawning later, but I would rather have 2 camps spawning faster than a buff spawning faster. Right? Because these 2 camps are going to spawn another like 2 to 3 times before my buff is. Right? So,
yeah.
Another thing is that by doing this into this into this, you're making red buff your 3rd camp cleared, which means your red buff is actually lasting for a lot longer on you.
Yeah, be more
yeah, you're more fighting with it.
Yeah.
Right? You'll be healthier because the regen, and you'll also be scarier. Because the issue is now you start this, so now 1, your bot lane is more likely to lose because you're making them leech for 0 reason. 2, you're getting less golden EXP income because you're slowing down the respawn timers of your camps. And 3, your red buff is gonna expire after crab. Try to make it a habit that when you do like long passings like this, like when you're like E-ing from here to here, to like just look at mid lane, look at top lane. Because there will be a world here where after Raptors, it's worth to just go mid and just flash on Ahri.
Like flash Q or something?
Yeah, like, of course she'll never die, but if you can trade your flash for her flash and also make her 200 HP and get souls, that's really good. Because you're gonna clear your top side here anyways, right? So
Yeah.
you would much rather clear your top side while knowing that their mid laner is now 200 HP, can't lane, so your mid is winning. You will have mid push because of it, and enemy mid has no flash. But you can't make this call because you're not looking.
Yeah.
Like here, you're looking at bot lane, right? When
That's
you're puffing
almost-
top side,
Yeah.
you should look mid and top. There's no way you're ever gonna go bot here. So here after wolves, you should do Gromp and then blue, not blue into Gromp. This is the same reason as I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. So
How
you have
we
to move
want-
longer.
yes.
And the camps are faster.
Yes. So like here, for example, you say Ari is 50 HP.
Yeah.
If you gank mid, for example, that could have changed. And doing stuff like that is especially important when it's like Zed versus Fizz, Ari versus Diana, Yasuo versus Yone, these kind of matchups, like psychopath matchups, where both mids have like ignite and dashes.
Yeah.
Because you want to AFK clear, and that's fine. But you want to make sure that while you're AFK clearing and being useless and doing nothing for the game, that your laners are also fine.
Yeah.
Right? So doing the mid gank, like I said, doesn't hurt you because you're going to end up going to top side anyways, and whether you have flash or not doesn't matter. And you want to get stacks, and it's going to give you stacks as well. So
Yeah.
it's like perfect. Now when we do Gromp and blue, we want to do them both at the same time. So of course, like I said, you should do Gromp into blue, which means like you like do this and then you like smite blue to make it come to you, and you get them here and you do them same at the same time, right?
Yeah.
You want to do this with the camp that you started here when it's like 50% HP. Then you want to start doing it. Otherwise, you're just gonna die. So like now you should start going to Gromp. Then you can make red buff tick on both of them, and you'll start taking them both, because it's like really waste to have AoE spells and not apply them to both camps, right?
Yeah, I understand.
I would never use E for healing there, because you could rather E now for healing. And then you would also have it for gank. You know? Like
Yeah.
here, this little E that you do here, I think is
Yeah.
like so useless. Like this, it's like completely useless. Because,
Gromp
You see here?
heals.
yeah, Gromp heals and you still have a potion. See? So.
Yeah.
How does your E work? Like, if you E here, the orb is here, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It
you
would
should
be,
E
yeah.
like this.
And then come from the top.
Yeah, because if
right.
you come here, then he doesn't see the little orb thing on here. Because, like, I think this gank can work, and I think the gank is good.
Just execution.
Yeah. I think the gank will work, because his wave is fucked. If Kennen backs off now, he just loses this wave, because this doesn't actually crash. And he's so far up in the lane that you guys can easily chunk him out and you get a lot of stacks. But you E like this, meaning that the orb comes on this side. I think this
Yeah.
will 100% work if you E it here, having the orb here. Alright? Now it's like pointless. Now he's just gonna pop phasers and run away. He didn't even need to. So, top crab is gone, I think. I didn't realize where Vi ganked mid from. So,
She
Okay.
pat topside right after she killed him.
yeah, then I have no clue how this is up. Yeah, see? Like, I expect her to be topside. So I think here this is like a bit greedy, but maybe you'll get there in
Yeah,
time.
I was like, I knew this was greedy, but I was like, if I could get it low enough real quick, I could
Yeah,
smite
I
it
mean,
away.
I don't know what Kennen is doing, but yeah, you get it, so. Now we should just race card to our raptors. You should never go bot crab. Yeah, good. All of this is fine. Now we should recall. Now we're trolling, right? So, like, the top crab is already bad, but it's like whatever, you know? Like,
Yeah.
the good thing about this crab is that you push it to top side,
Yeah.
away from Y. Issue is that Kennen should come now. He should be on your screen right now. So, I just want to let you know, like, when you do this, you shouldn't be allowed to get it.
Yeah.
So,
but
you
it
need
slowly
to
works.
understand that when you see Kennen stays in lane, then it's fine to do this.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be the jungler now that Kennen actually does the correct thing where he sees you now and he starts to move. then you need to be fine with just Eing away and going bot crab here.
Yeah.
Because going bot crab is also better because it puts you closer to your raptors. You see that?
Yeah.
And when you make the decision to go bot here, you can again do the same mid thing. Just gank and then go. Make sense?
Yeah. But I was watching, like, that pushing Scuttle away was on purpose, and I was looking at Kennen, so I was just like,
Yeah.
I just went for it.
This is good. We're just making sure that you know why it's good, right? So that the next games, because there will be a game here where Kennen does the correct thing, and I don't want you to tunnel on the crab. I want you to be fine with just giving it and then ganking mid and going here. But yeah, now you need to recall. You have so much gold and your top camps are spawning. Like here you're just like hard trolling.
I can get a long sword boots and a tier.
Yeah, you can get everything you want. You can get Dirk even if you want. You can get tier, triple longsword, I don't fucking care. You can get amplifying tome, just recall please. You know? Because now you're not going to be able to recall. Because the issue is that if you recall now, you're so late. Like what are you doing here? Right? Like what's the point? You want to clear your top side now with 1.2k gold? Right? Like this made no sense. You had the choice to recall right here. Instead you decided, I'm going to recall 20 seconds later for no reason. Because the issue is that here, if Vi does Drake, right? You're probably going to end up fighting her for some reason. We shouldn't. We shouldn't care if she goes and does Dragon Row. Okay?
Yeah.
It's bad by her to do Drake. Because if she wants to solo the 4k HP Drake here without her having based, you will get 1, a free recall off. You will 2, get the dragon announcer when you're done with your top side. So now you can go and invade her. Right?
Yeah.
And then you get EXP and gold lead, which means that the second and the third and the fourth Drake you're way more likely to get. Dragons are often a bait. This is like completely waste of your time. Because see here how Gromp is spawning? Look.
Yeah.
You're meant now to be out of base. You're meant to be here right now.
Yeah.
One-shotting your wolves. And then going on Gromp. And then once Gromp is dead, if she's doing Drake, you will hear it. It will say on your screen, literally, Drake has been slain.
Yeah.
And then you gotta think, what the fuck? That means she's in base now, right? So
or
you
she's
just go
outside.
Yeah, but then she's even more trolling, right? Because then she's like 2k gold. So then you just go here and you just take her jungle. And by doing this, your top side and her top side, you're probably gonna be 6. And now you might even have a gank opportunity. So all of these seconds wasted is so bad. Because the issue is that now if she did dragon, right? You can't actually punish. Because you'll get the announcer like, oh, dragon slain now.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're done with your top camps, she's already recalled and gone to her top side. So. You think that Vi will invade you?
No.
And if she invades you, you think she's just gonna 100 to 0 you? Because I think even if she like somehow like magically queues you here, you're gonna be like at least 200, 300 HP when you're un-CC'd and you will just E away.
Yeah.
Right? So like...
I think that ward was more for like my top laner. Just in case, like... 'cause I know he's permashove, so he doesn't get tower dived.
I think he's full HP right now.
Yeah.
So... I think it's like useless. Because I think... this pink is way more important for you to have here. Because your enemy Ahri has ulti and can easily invade you. Right? So having cover in your entrance bot side is way more important. Because right at this moment you're not scared topside, right?
Yeah.
And in 20 seconds we're not going to be topside, I hope. Because our bot side is spawning. Yeah, red and raptors, everything is spawning bot side soon. So I want to have vision where I'm actually going to be, right? I'm not going to be here, I'm not going to be able to protect this pink, and my Volibear is currently 100% HP. So if he somehow dies now, then he's just really boosted, and nothing I can do can help him. You should click on the ward and see who plays it.
It was
Ari. It's 100%
Ari.
Ari. Because Vi should have sweeper. But it's just good habitat. I would never do this until I
'Cause
see her
now
mid.
they know where I am. Yeah.
Yeah, but they see where you are, but they also can still be here.
Yeah,
that?
waiting for me to clear
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
I
not
think what
like-
happens is Dragon's gone right when I take this.
Yeah, but it's not
Or
gone
they
right
start
now.
Dragon.
See, like right now you have no clue what's going on. So clearing the ward just shows where you are for zero reason. It slows you down for zero reason. This ward doesn't do anything for them. Only thing this ward does for them is knowing that there's a pink here. If Vi now wants to go after her raptors all the way up here to clear your pink, she's more than welcome to do that, right?
Yeah.
Complete waste of her time. Again, here you just waste seconds. You just need to rush down to bot side here, get level 6, try to fight some ranged champs. This ward is useless. Now everybody knows where you are. If enemy mid and jungle are good here, they should just push mid and just invade your bot side.
Wait, how do you know if someone who put it down by clicking on it? Does it show?
It shows like the icon of the ward, and you can like put your cursor over that icon. You know?
Didn't know you could do that.
Like, let's see if you... Because you right click it here, but if you left click it, it will like show like an icon. You know how if you click on a champion, right, it shows their HP and stuff here?
Yeah.
And then they have like their passive or whatever
Yes.
random like conquer
Okay.
stacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same for ward. It will like show who placed it.
Oh. Did not know that. It's good to know. Yeah, Dragon's gone right here.
Yeah, so this means she came from base and done it.
So I could have done her top side after clearing that ward.
You could
If I
have.
had but that means
But
I had to like
You could do
coin
it
flip
right.
that she went Dragon.
Yeah, which is just bad. That's why
Yeah.
like doing these things earlier is why it's important, because right now you're behind in time. Right? Like you did a top ward for zero reason. You went from here, walking to here to do the ward, and now down. This should already be dead, and you should be done with your red buff ganking bot right now. This is why I keep mentioning the seconds and the time you spend. This is the only thing that's like important. It's like super important. Everything that you're doing, when we're looking at it, we're trying to think how could we be more efficient. That's why I'm saying queuing into walls and stuff is really important. Right?
Yeah.
Because like here, for example, you're like trolling around. Like, why did you walk like this? Right? When you could just like E here and do the same thing, no? Because your E will last till Tribush. Will it not?
I
Like if you E like this?
think I'll last till Tribush, but I won't
Yeah.
be able to get through the big wall.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to, because if you're at Tribush, I think if they're standing here, they're dead. So, but yeah. You should ping more when you're ganking. Especially in low elo, because they have like no clue what's going on. I would never flash, but yeah. Because I think here, like, you should just mark Dynami with W. And then just Q on her when she's slowed. Like, I don't know what this flash does, you know?
I did it to dodge the bubble.
You can just Q it.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, like, it's like whatever, but yeah. Vi is 6, I assume? You should, again, like, okay, see, it's like she's 5. So, like, that's the thing, like, you need to work on your camera control. Like, here, all of this is useless. Move the camera up. Right?
Yeah.
Because here, we were all running away from a Vi, but she's level 5. Right? She's not 6.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should be that scared. Anyways, she should go for her top side here. She only had blue buff. Ah, that's so sad. She should be dead. So, I know some Kayn players on Blue Cane, they do 3 points Q into W max. I'm not sure if that's good. But, yeah. Do you watch
Yeah,
any
I've
Kane
seen
one tricks?
I don't really watch Charisma as much, but I tried to watch this one Korean Kane one trick. His name is Gion 100. But it's kind of hard to watch him because lots of times when he streams, I can't watch because it's either too late or.
Yeah, I mean, let's just see the wiki.
I did not look up any European Kane one tricks because I don't know if they have any. They probably do. I just.
What did you say, European?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't.
we
I
have
did
a
not look
couple.
up any.
We have a couple. Alright, so W, you get... Okay, you get 45 extra damage each rank. And the cooldown goes down. So that's pretty nice. What does Q do? Cooldown goes down, which is not really that useful for Blue Cane. And damage is only 20, but then... Yeah. I mean, to me, it just sounds like W max second is better. Like, Q is good for clear. But I think after 3 points, you don't need more, no?
Yeah.
Is there a way to sort this by Red Cane? Because Red Cane should, of course, max Q.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a Red Cane. This should really get sorted by red or blue. Is there a way to... Because I remember, like, some of the times when I was playing Kane, I always did W into Q. Like here, you see here, for example? Like this. This has 53% win rate. See?
Yeah.
This is like what I did. And I just think it makes sense because, like, of course, 3 points Q is fine because for clear speed, it's good. But after that, right, your W is, it's not like W is bad for clear. Look, you'll have more Ws and it deals more damage. Because I feel like W is your main spell as Blue Cane, no?
Yeah, it's you have way more poke with it, especially because you're able to like run between walls and just do invisible W's onto people. So yeah.
Because the issue is that when you do this, right, at level 9, you're gonna have all 5 points in Q, but you're only gonna have 2 in this. So you're gonna need like level 13 to start getting this actually maxed out.
Yeah.
And that's a while. Right? This is also, if you look at the AD ratios on
it's 10% higher.
Yeah. See this? Yeah. Like, this is if you hit both. See?
Yeah.
So, like, and you're gonna be spamming this. I don't know. I feel like it makes more sense, but like I said, maybe I'm wrong on this. So you should probably, like, check older Kane 1 tricks and see if there's any one of them doing, like, 3 or 4 points Q into W max.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, 1 tricks are usually right about these things because they are, of course, playing their champion all day.
Yeah.
But to me, at least, it would make sense.
I don't know why W didn't W inside the wall there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she was low. I was.
Kai'Sa could have killed you if you spaced better. You just have so much gold. She's dead. Nice. Her bot side is up, by the way. Like, every time they do shit like Herald, right? Or Dragon, their camps that are on opposite side will always be up. That's just how it is now in jungle. So that's why here, like, you're like hard trolling going your top side. Okay, it's gonna feel natural to go your top side. But what you need to think is that even though there might be 200 gold here for you,
yeah,
there is at least 150 in bot side, but you're also denying her.
Yeah, so it's a plus negative.
Yes.
Instead of just a plus.
Because if I'm you here, I would go bot side, take her bot side, recall for blue cane, and then do top to bot. Make sense?
Yeah.
Instead now, you're letting her farm her bot side. And again, you should do blue and grump at the same time here. Like, especially, like, after your first clear, you should be especially doing this, like, all the time. Because now you can't even die to camps anymore. So
yeah,
like, here you
something
should
I need
just
to start doing.
You should just queue over the wall to tag it, and then you just run here, and you just do them both at the same time. Easy. You should be pinging your bot lane as well to be careful, because like I said, Vi should be doing bot camps and gank bot. But yeah, you need to recall for blue cane.
I think I'll go for Scuttle here. It's gone.
Yeah, of course it is, because I did Herald. Because like I think this is like so awkward, because now she gets her bot side, you took your top side, but now you're resetting for blue cane. When we could take this, reset for blue cane, and now do our top side while having blue cane. Which basically means that if Cannon int while you're top side, you can easily do a gank. If Ahri int while you're top side, you can easily do a gank. Now you're forced to recall. Because now if you do a gank, it feels really bad, no?
Yeah.
So you need to look to punish enemy jungle more. At this point of the game, I'd also sell refillable potion and just buy pink.
Yeah.
So
And that's one of my
useless.
big problems. I always forget to buy pinks. It's just a bad habit of mine.
I mean, I don't think pinks are like that important, especially in low elo, and especially on champs like Kayn. I don't want you to buy 10 pink wards,
Yeah.
because you're gonna lose two long
But
swords.
I mean, but there's some games where I go without buying a single pink, and
yeah,
I'm just
you
like,
should for
well,
sure
I
have
need
a
to buy-
pink for free. Like, that's why selling refillable is really good, because you get gold back and you just use that gold to buy pink.
Yeah.
I'd be careful about entering river when they have champs like Ahri. Like, doing stuff like you're doing now, I just really dislike. Because the issue is that now, say like this, shit like this, you realize here, oh fuck, I can't enter, right? Like, to me, it's like really obvious.
Yeah.
So, hopefully Diana gets pentakill, no, see? Because, like, you, look here. Like, what happened? Lulu died, right?
Yeah.
Sucks. Happens. Nami died too. So you look for bot lane, which is fine. I think this is fine, because I think this can work in some games. See, if Vi now was like looking at Dragon or something, she wouldn't be here and you would kill Kai'Sa, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is fine. The issue is that now what the fuck are you doing? Why are you trying to look for Dragon and Crab when they have 1, a mid lane champion that can easily roam and move and dash across your screen? 2, your Senna is under turret. 3, they have 3 people in river. You will have maybe Diana. So you're saying, I think we win 2v3. Which is just bad, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Because instead here, you can just say, okay, this is gone because my team inted, but I can clear my bot side now, and now I can do plays because I have nothing to do, right? Now the issue is that they will get what they just did for free, and you can't even do anything. See? So like now you end up killing Ahri, you could do that anyways. Because what I want is that instead of pathing around here doing the planted stuff, you just take Krugs and you just look at the situation. Right? They're not going to kill the Drake in 1 second. So why not remove your Krugs off the map? And while you're doing Krugs, you look. Right? You look at Diana, see what she's doing. You look at Drake, right? And then when Drake is like 2k, maybe 3k, you can look for things.
Yeah.
I just see no point in going here, contesting vision all alone. Because you will die here in a lot of games. In a lot of games here, you'll just get RE'd by Ahri right now. And you'll get charmed into Vaiku and you're just gonna die. Because you're trying to contest vision 1v3. Instead, this time, you could spend doing Krugs. And if you're doing Krugs, I can guarantee Diana would never go in. Because she would be going in 1v3, right?
Yeah.
Here she does this because she probably thinks you're ready to back her up. Which is obviously troll because you guys shouldn't 2v3, but that's her thought process. So now Krugs would be gone, and they would be starting Drake, it would be 4k HP. And then you can look to clear vision together with Diana, maybe even gank the Ahri while they're doing Drake. And then you can look at the situation again. If you think that it's playable, if you think you can outplay, you can go. If not, now you are in a position where you can take their top side. Right? You need to always put yourself in positions where you have options. Here you're just letting them do things and you're like doing nothing. This is good, because here you're avoiding the problem. The problem is that they have numbers in river. So you go to mid lane here. That's good. So Lulu ints because she's bad at the game. There's no other explanation. She's just bad. She did the same mistake that you did. Like, she tried to contest 1v3. But here I think you're like trolling again. Because now you're doing the same mistake. Now you want the 2v3. You need to be fine with giving this. And just go now, take her topside.
Topside, yeah.
You'll get so insane leads. Because after you've done topside, now you can look for cannon if you want. Or you can just clear down again. Or you can look for Ahri again.
Up on her.
Yes. That's what the game is about. You need to be fine giving up stuff, but getting something else. Because this is bad, because trust me, you will die here in different games. You will just die, because you're trying to contest the pink while they have control 1v3. It doesn't even matter that they have a pink here. And then Diana feels safe to go in. So she goes in, so now she's dead. This is good, and then you should just take the mid wave, and you should then analyze the situation before you go bot. Because you're going bot here without even looking. They're all full HP, 3 people. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Just take mid wave while you're looking at it, and then ask yourself the question, is it playable? If not, alright, just take their top side. Use the time that they spend doing this to actually funnel yourself gold. And then you will get all of this, and you'll just 1v9 the game.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be willing to adapt. You can't just now, I'll go kill you guys. You don't even have spike, you have a fucking tear and a dirk. You're not that strong right now. So now we're just watching them take dragon.
I think I go for the steal here.
Yes, but it's like useless. Like, let's say you got this, right? Cool,
Yeah.
You got a Drake. I think they got the first Drake, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so now you have 1 Drake, they have 1 Drake. You're not gonna get soul. Do you agree with that, right? Because even if you get 2 more Drakes now, you still don't have soul. So yeah, there's for sure a world here you will smite this from her. But that should be the case if you've already done her topside, right? If there's nothing to do, I don't mind you doing this. But I would rather do 100% chance of getting 400 gold while they're doing this, and denying them a lot of EXP, maybe getting myself level 11, and now having enough gold for my prowlers so I can get a free recall and be on the map to do things, rather than maybe 60% of the time steal a Drake while getting nothing. Because now if I stole Drake, then I'm now going to have to clear my bot side, and I still don't have prowlers. So now I'm going to have to clear my top side and then recall for prowlers.
Yeah.
When we could already finish our top side, be on your grump right now, one-shot it, recall for prowlers. Like, this is how you have to play. Just play your own game. If they want to spend their time taking 2 Drakes like this, that's fine. Because then I want to see that you're level 11, have prowlers ready now, and you'll go one-shot everyone, and then 3rd and 4th Drake is yours. Kayn is not a jungler that plays for fucking soul. Right? Like, you're not Olaf. Because here's the issue. Now shit like this is gonna happen, and ganking bot is good, but we should have prowlers.
Yeah.
Because we should come from base now with prowlers. So I agree with ganking bot, because these guys are inting. It's just we should be stronger. Yeah, this just sucks. Happens. I still think the call is fine. We just should have prowlers, and it would be easier. Her top side is still up.
Let's just go straight top instead of
you can just race car to top, and then do top crab after, and then do your top side. Because now the issue is, if you do it now, it's like flip, because now Vi can be there.
Yeah.
So here, if we gank mid, we should expect Vi to come from top side. So right now she's either ganking top or she's gonna come mid from top side. And if she doesn't do that now, then it's possible she can be bot side. So there we see she used top plant, right? So
Yeah.
So like a fight around mid now is really sketch, because Vi can be there, but a fight bot is really free.
So I should be going for Ahri instead.
You can clear the wave, but Ahri is like for sure free kill. Okay, they are win trading a bit. Nice. So Vi's bot side is up. Bot side. See, like you're really disconnected.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
You have like no clue what's going on, and this is why this is like the super important thing, because I'm able to say here that taking a fight top is most likely gonna be bad, because Vi can be there, right? And then I say a fight bot should be really easy because Vi is not there, and having that in your mind is super important, because you might look at this and think, wow, these guys are inting, right? Why are they walking up when I'm next to them? But in reality, they actually have Vi right here.
Yeah.
So knowing this while you're playing is so important, that makes the game very easy. Because here, Ahri is inting. Right? Why is she standing like this when her Vi is farming top camps? Right? You don't like it as a jungler when your top laner here is pushing top while you're puffing bot side, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing for Vi now with the Ahri. And if you think about these things, it's very easy now to realize what enemy team is allowed to do. Like here, it looks like they're inting, right? But obviously Vi is here. But if we know that Vi is, for example, now ganking top, then these guys are inting. And if you thought about these things, you could easily now make the choice that after this fight, I will go to Vi's bot side.
But I don't.
Yeah. Because we saw Vi run here, so you can now just E and raise card down here and take this. And while you're doing that, it's of course important that you check bushes, because you don't want to be envisioned while doing it. And you want to see how Ahri or whoever could come reacts while you're running here. Right, if you see Ahri goes missing and starts running into the jungle, then of course then you leave. Right? But if Ahri keeps standing like this while you're invading, then you go and invade.
Yeah.
Because your blue buff is not going anywhere.
I'm also not healthy enough to gank her, because she could just one-shot me, and I don't have ult.
Yeah. But here, Ahri taking this wave should mean entire bot side gone.
Yeah, and I know Vi survived by going through my blue side.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So she's just path long to...
We should not do this. This is like the more bait objective than fucking dragon. First Herald is like really fine, because plates. This Herald is like completely useless. Because you'll see that the issue now is that if you want to stay on the map, you're going to be staying on the map with 2k gold. So you're probably going to end up taking this now and recall once your Lulu gets back on the map. So you're going to leave your team on the map all alone, without a jungler. Or their jungler having 2k gold in pocket, which is also bad. Because like what could we get through this? We could get like one turret maybe, right?
Mid-turn, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weak.
So why not just instead ask yourself the question, can they do Herald here? No. Why not? Well, they're bot lane is dead. Right? So if you want to do Herald, you should be pinging it as you're doing blue buff, so you can get a leash. Right?
Yeah. And then Kennen solo dies to Volibear here too.
Yeah. Because then if bot lane comes, I don't think it's that bad. But having to solo it is pretty bad, because I would recall here for Dirk or Coalfields and Longsword. Probably Coalfield Longsword, because I'm so close to mana immune.
Yeah.
You can just recall for that and then look for fights. If not, if you want to do this, then we need to get leashed. Because if not, it takes too long. Because if bot lane recalls here, because of course Vi coming is like obviously bad for you, but that's like whatever. I can't know that will happen, right?
Yeah.
But let's say you actually get this now, so now it's like 2k HP. Now it's 1.5k. Now it's 1k. And now you get the Herald, right? So let's say you recall now. Then you're gonna be in base right now. And everyone on your team is on the map. And they have to wait for you. And your team having to wait when enemy team has Kai'Sa that can engage, Vi that can engage, Ahri that can engage, will often end up with your team being dead while you are in base. You get it?
Yeah.
So if you want to do second Herald, we want to make sure that because the objective gives us very little, we want to make sure we are investing very little into taking it. So if my bot lane comes here and we can take it in 10 seconds, that's really good.
Well,
if not,
what if like I know their jungler's bot lane and I took my bot side and I took their top side, then is it okay?
I mean, if your top side is up, I'd ideally take top side first and then do it.
Well, yeah, I mean like everything's
Yeah,
top
if
side.
I have nothing to do and me recalling fast doesn't do anything for the game, then sure. You know, this should be like a little lunch break. If I can waste some time, I'll do this. Right now, I don't feel comfortable wasting time. You know, my teammates want to recall because we kill people. So I don't want to be on the map all alone. Because then if I somehow sneak this, I will be in base when my team is on the map, which is also scary. She's dead. Okay, that was a bit L9.
I misclicked my ult there.
Yeah, but this was
to be
like really unnecessary, you know? Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand you want to ult Ahri, but you are still crazy in the fucking head to do this. Look where Lulu and Volibear is.
Yeah.
It's like issue that a lot of Kayn and Hecarim players have. You need to understand your champions on your team are not Kayn and Hecarim. Okay?
Yeah.
If your Senna is a Kai'Sa, this is not that bad. If your Volibear is a Shen, it's not that bad, because he can ult you. But it's pretty fucking bad when your support is not Pyke. Right? It's a Lulu. Look at Lulu. I want you to look at Lulu. She's chilling right now. And then
Yeah.
her jungler. What can Lulu do? Look, she's I want to help you. See, she can't do shit. Lulu is like kite back champ. Same with Senna. So it's like, Nami fucking ints it. Great. Poggers. Volibear ints it, but then he lives. So normally, here, I would be like, okay, I can clear now and recall for Manamune. No?
If I clear, yes, I would probably
Yes.
have just enough.
Yes, you just clear. This is your top crab now for free, and we kill Nami. Diana isn't even here, so Diana is getting free farm as well. So you get a free recall, and then we can set up Dragon. Instead, like, fuck it, I'm gonna flash in solo 1v3. Like, obviously it was bad to ult Ahri. But even if you kill Ahri here, and you trade 1-for-1, it's also bad. Right? I just feel like you need to take the game a bit more slow and just play for guaranteed things, because the game is just won every single game. Like, if you're able to do these things that I'm saying, every single game in gold will just be won. Because enemy team isn't good enough to do things when you're playing pixel perfect. Right?
Yeah.
Like, see, she's just inting. So you just need to do basically nothing but good things, and they will just int to you. So her walking up and looking is not bad, because maybe they int. Here, just crazy. You have no follow-up. Right? You should also, instead of W Q flash, you should just W prowlers and then flash. Like, not flash, but the prowlers and then Q. Because I think you might kill Ahri if you do prowlers Q on her. You know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, you could maybe flash, like, if you, here, flash W prowlers Q, then you will get prowlers bonus on W on the Ahri as well.
It's something it's still getting used to the new items. Like, I played
Yeah.
Kayn before, too, and, like, there's no Prowler's Claw, so I was, like, used to flashing WQ.
Yeah.
So it's something just, like, I need to get muscle memory in.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just that I feel like you're flashing into a Vi that has CC, Ahri that has CC. So even if you do combo perfectly here, if I get CC'd once, I'm gonna die and it's gonna be 1-for-1.
Yeah.
I don't want to trade 1-for-1 when it's 30 seconds till dragon. And I'm
Yeah.
the fed person, right? I'd rather just accept Nami fucking inted. So I'll just full clear for free and recall. Get my fucking item and then go fight Drake. Right? Now I will have flash up for Drake as well. Because I'm not saying this is bad because you misclicked ult. It's just bad because I think no matter what happens here, it's 1-for-1. And you're forcing your Lulu and Senna, which don't want to dive in. You're forcing them to dive in. So now you lose Drake. And now it's actually a bit bad to lose Drake, because this is the third Drake. Right? I don't mind losing first two. If you did what I said, because you'd be level 12, I would probably be level like 10. You'd be so strong, you'd fucking get this Drake guaranteed. Right?
Yeah.
But now it's scary. Because now they actually will get the soul. Unless you steal it here. Yeah, so this is worth to steal. Like, trying to steal this is not bad. Because them getting this Drake actually means something.
Yeah. They'll be on soul point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually go for Serpent's Fang this game because they have quite a bit of shields.
Do they?
They have Vi, they have Summon Airy, they have Kai'Sa ult. And then
Yeah,
I
I guess,
think Vi
yeah.
also builds Sterex, so...
Yeah, I guess.
And the item's like stupid cheap, so...
Yeah, the item is good. And also, since it's so cheap, it gives you a bit of... it's like the cheapest option for lethality because your Prowler's mythic passive thing. So...
Yeah.
I think Kennen might be trolling there, but not exactly sure. Maybe he has somebody around. But yeah. As Kayn, like
Volibear
when...
backed, I couldn't 1v1 her because of... Well, since Volibear backed, or whoever was back there backed, I know I couldn't 1v1 her because she has Zhonya's, but I think she trolls here. I don't remember exactly. I troll here, never mind.
Yeah. I was
I
a bit
totally messed up my combo.
fucking Walmart combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, I think you just need to stand in walls in this game and just poke with W. Because you don't have follow-up if Diana is not here. You know? Like, I think Kayn is really strong champion in scenarios like this. Because you can just E and keep poking with W, but you're not doing it. Look. When you guys have like a dance-off like this in jungle, don't you think here you should just E and just look to poke with W?
Yeah, I should.
You have Lulu that can shield you as well. Because I don't know why you're looking for one-shots when you can just perma poke them. So now you can W again. So far you missed 2 Ws. Now you can probably W again. But you're just like suicide dive in. Because what you need to realize is that let's say you do kill Kai'Sa here. You're still
I'm
dead.
still dead. Yeah.
So what's the fucking point? I would rather kill 0 people, but have 3 people be 40% HP, than to kill 1 person 1-for-1 and have the other people be 100% HP. Because I didn't poke. Right?
Yeah.
Just buy time. Your Diana here doesn't... Like, Diana dying doesn't matter if these guys don't get Baron. Make sense?
Yeah.
And if you poke them, they're gonna be too low to do Baron. And if they do Baron when they're all half HP, then you just wait for fucking Volibear and you guys all pentakill them. Instead, you like rush and try to dive and one-shot, which is so useless. You don't have to one-shot. And the way that you fix this is you just gotta think about the game. Like here, when you come from base, like now you're dead. Like just tell yourself, okay, what's going on? Who can I kill? They don't have Sonya's yet. I can basically kill anyone I want. Alright. But I want to dive in like a psychopath if Diana is diving in with me. Or Volibear. I don't want to solo dive in. Right? Unless I can guarantee like 2 or 3 people dead.
Yeah.
So I'll just play like poke, chill, breathe and relax. But you don't tell yourself this, so you just want to like classic one-shot, which is just useless. Because see? They're clueless. You see, they have no clue how to play the game. That's why they're gold. So imagine they do this and you're alive. You kill them all. And if they don't do this because you're alive, well then great. Your Diana died for nothing, basically. But now enemy team, if they're human, they can actually get Baron. Because if they're human, they just do Baron while all standing here. Now Senna has to actually walk up, and then she will just die. So instead of doing Baron standing here, so Senna can just pick and fight 1-on-1. But now the game is going to start to get hard, because they will have double Sonya soon. Which looks a bit sketch, but they have 2 people dead at least. Volibear has like same issue that you have. He just like randomly dives in. Alright, good luck.
I don't remember what happens here.
We'll find out.
I'll like go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think early game is what's important to take away from this, because like late game, League is very team-oriented game, and that's not a good thing. Because you can't like control how good your team is, right?
Yeah, but if I did early game correctly, I would be level 50 right now.
You are unstoppable. Doesn't matter if your team is bad at that point. That's how, that's why you can see like all these challenger players, they will not lose a single game in gold, because they'll just get so fed that they'll just 1v9, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I played yesterday a Rengar game with my friends. It was a normal game, but doesn't really matter. But I had a Yi top lane, right? And he went AFK. I think he was 1-12. Right? But it doesn't matter, because I just take over the game. Look, I have 100 CS as jungle. 12 minutes in as Rengar, while being part of 6 kills. Sure, enemy team got Drake. But I don't care. Right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just play for myself and adapt and do things that I know is good. So now I'm like so strong, I'll just go one-shot anyone. So I go farm, and then I get ulti up again, and I'll just go kill them. Look, like my Yi is like 10 deaths. Boom.
That was a nice Prowler's Claw.
Yeah, this item is so broken, dude. It's like just turbo broken item. But like in this game, I don't go and throw myself into them and lose my shutdown. You know, like here I press tab. Look how fucked the game is. See this?
Yeah. You're doubling Viego's farm.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I actually got Drake somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but I have Drake somehow. But yeah, like I just play my own game. Like I'm not gonna go here and do Herald. See? I'm gonna go farm. This gives me more than the Herald does. You know?
Yeah.
So I'd rather just do that. And then now on my timer where I have ulti, I'll just try to kill people. Now I don't have ult, so my champ is useless. So I'm gonna go farm.
Unless it's fights in the jungle.
Yeah, of course, if they come to me, I'm down to fight. But I'm not gonna force, because I know that I'm good enough to carry. See, and then they will int, because they're bad players. So then I kill him, 1k shutdown.
Game's pretty much over right now, since you got the
Yes.
1k.
Like here on Viego, for example, right? You see I have flash up, I could flash for him. What's the point? He's useless, right? I would
Yeah.
rather keep my flash so I can like outplay 1v3 and get triple kill on Baron. I'm not gonna flash for this guy.
Or save your shutdown in case you get
Yes.
cheesed on.
Because it might be like boring to have flash up all the time, right? But it's like how I win. I'm not gonna flash unless it's to like kill somebody that means we get Baron. So you like fist everyone. And you can do the same, because you had the chance to funnel yourself. Because enemy
Yeah.
jungler was like perma wasting time. So it's like unplayable for enemy team, because I mean it's even harder to play against a fed Kayn. Because Kayn isn't as ult reliant as Rengar is.
Yeah.
Like the issue with Rengar and Nocturne is that these champions are like really useless when they don't have ultis. Unless enemies running into you, of course. Dude, Prowlers is so OP, no? Like if I'd done the Prowlers, I had to flash here. But I can just like Prowlers over the traps. Look,
Yeah.
see? This item is like so broken. And then we win. Enemy team just FF. So,
Yeah.
and you have the chance that like here, at like this point of the game, you're 1-0-2 as Kayn. Like somehow you're like fed early game. That shouldn't be possible in your champ, but somehow you did. So I was like, okay, this game is won now as long as I just keep snowballing my lead.
But I don't.
Yeah, you don't, because you just waste time. Like here you kill her, and instead of taking her entire bot side, making her another level down, and then resetting ASAP for blue Kayn, you decide I'm gonna run top side, let her get her bot side. So now when we should have been done with this, and been blue Kayn already, and been on the ground now with blue Kayn, we are now in base letting her get her bot side. Which I think is just bad.
Yeah.
Because she shouldn't be able to get that. So yeah, now I think the game is just hard because, like, they will have armor, they will have hourglass, and like you see your teammates are in their base because of course your teammates are inters, which is like most of the time the case. That's why we need to play early game good.
Yeah, pretty much how this game ends, we get Baron, and then we take one really bad fight, like super bad, and they ace us with like 4 or 5 people, 4 people alive. The only person that died was Nami, and they just run it down and end the game.
Yeah,
That's pretty much
that's the issue now. Like even if you guys win a fight here, your base is still open.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want the game to be at that point. I want the game that I'm really fed and I'm stopping enemy from doing things, rather than just watching them do things. Like if they're gonna take Drake, then I'm gonna make sure I'm getting a level lead from that. So like now you're really, really strong. You just got an item, so you don't need to base again. What the fuck, Diana can't even do combo. What I would like is that you have Sweeper, you have Edge of Night, you're really safe right now to face check stuff. I want you to try to like set up like a camp. Like try to like go here, sweep, and try to like set up like a home here where you're just camping and looking for people. Because the issue is that with killing people like over here in your base, you will never get to end the game. Right? It's only good to do that now because you can get Baron from it, but if enemy team is good, they start Baron now and you guys have to face check them. Now you have to fight with all 5 of them standing on top of each other. That's very scary as Kayn. Right?
Yeah.
So if you can get her first now, create Fog of War and try to hide over here randomly or look for people, that's good. Poke them as they're entering. You want to have control. So here she clears ward. I don't feel like you're looking for control. Like here, I would never show myself on midway, for example. Right? Actually, I would, because level 16 here. To get 16, I think is fine. But if I'm not going to get 16 from it, then there's no point. W? Yeah, almost.
Yeah, mistimed it.
Yeah, you need to get better at playing through Fog of War as an assassin, because they should be afraid of warding, you know? Like, they have a fucking Nami. You think Nami can solo ward versus a Kayn? Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
She'll
I had a
just die.
game 2 days ago, and my team was spam pinging me because I was going blue Kayn. They're saying that like blue Kayn's bad, but like the enemy team kept face checking into me, and I just kept getting free kills. But they'll like do it in my jungle, which was the weird part.
Yep. Like here, if you're just gonna walk around like this, right? Like here, take top wave, that's fine. But now, if you're just gonna walk around, just recall. Like buy a stopwatch and elixir, buy straight to Dirk. You know? Because if you're gonna stay on the map now, I want you to fucking E into their jungle here and sweep and look for a pick. It's so pointless to run around in river here. So if you're not feeling confident to walk into their jungle, then you should just recall. Because at least you can get Dirk. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is like so useless.
I would probably get a stopwatch if I back, because my last item,
Yes.
I wanted to get Serylda's because they're starting to build a bunch of armor, so...
Yeah, stopwatch is fine too. Just get something that will help on Drake fight, or look for a pick. I think looking for a pick is the best option. Because it's more game changing. I have another example for that. A Talon game I played. Where I'm just... Holy shit, there's a lot of kills. Wait, which one is it? There's like a couple times where I'm like just looking in jungle. So if you look here, right, I push mid wave, and now I have a choice, right? I could recall after this wave, or I could look for picks. Enemy team is spawning right now, right? So when enemy team spawns, they're gonna take waves, they're gonna take jungle camps, right?
Yeah.
And I also see that they're gonna spawn in uneven numbers. Like what I mean by that is like they have 3 people alive right now.
Yeah.
And then these 2 people are dead. And this guy's gonna spawn way before then. So the chance of me meeting a guy randomly walking alone is very, very high. So I'm gonna like run around and look for pick. So I see Xin Zhao in mid, okay? So I'm just gonna look around, right? Take his red buff, yoink, that's mine. So now I'm thinking, so for them, red buff is up.
Yeah, they're gonna think
So
it's up.
yeah, somebody's gonna come and try to take it. So I'll just hide here, right? Let's see Varus, okay? Cool. I'm just gonna sit here. Why not, right? I'm waiting for my team anyways. Oh, there's Xin Zhao. Yoink, he's dead. Oh, there's Varus too. Right? And that's how it is to play assassins.
Yeah.
That's why in competitive, nobody really plays assassins, because in competitive here, enemy team, right now, Xin Zhao being in mid, Varus would never show top. Varus would be mid with Xin Zhao and they would walk together. They would walk as like 5-man unit all the time.
I've been seeing, like, not a lot, but some people pull off the blue cane and, like, actual...
It's like psychopath. Yeah, it's psychopaths like Dardoch.
Also, there's some Chinese players that did it.
Yeah, but
also,
it's like so useless. Like
Canyon did it too, but...
Yeah, but that champ is so useless unless they have like Seraphine, Varus, 4 squishies, you know?
Yeah.
Like this is like how you play assassins. Enemy team should not be allowed to re-enter. You know? They should have to set up proper vision, move as 5. Because the chance of you being in their jungle should be high. Right? That's why here I want you to E through their jungle, sweep, try to look for isolated targets. Like if Ahri shows here in top lane, try to either catch her alone, or try to abuse the fact that she's here to fight away from her. And if you're not gonna do that, then please recall. Don't fucking walk safe into river like this. It's so useless. Like let's say you're weak now, or you're on cooldown, or low HP, so you can't one-shot. Okay, then recall. Get item at least. Because here you're never gonna make a pick here. Right? Enemy team is not gonna be bad enough to randomly walk into river here. So you have to catch them here. Right? When a random enemy die here, look, Ahri dies now. So now when she spawns, she's gonna walk somewhere. So try to hunt her. Right? If you're Ahri, where would you go? Well, you would want gold, right? So this top wave is pushing into Ahri. So if I'm you now, I would E here, start sweeping, and look to catch the Ahri over here.
Yeah.
You need to think like you're a fucking grizzly bear, you know, looking for targets, or lion, really hungry lion. But you're not. You're just playing like passive like this. So you're just letting enemy team die for free, basically. Because here what should happen is that the only way you don't kill Ahri is if they are actually good players and they are all covering her. But that's why your champ is so good, because you will just E. So you will see if they're covering.
From anything too.
Yes. But you don't do that, so now enemy team gets to group up, so it's just harder. You still ended up winning, but we would rather take an easy fight, right, than a hard one.
Yeah.
This looks free. We can just W the stopwatch. I would W the Ari. Because I don't think you need W to kill this guy. Apparently you do. And we die again. Because you want to go full crazy. Right? You
Yeah.
could have just accepted there that you could just go topside here, take their top side, and take top turret with this wave.
Yeah. Also, his wolves are spawning soon too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't wait for wolves. I want to take top turret, I want to end the game. But now you're just dead for no reason. And you have no flash because you wanted to kill Nami. Right? We shouldn't be flashing for Nami there. Good. That was good position. Like, Ari can't enter because of how you were standing.
And here comes the big throw.
You're probably diving like a psychopath or what?
I think my Diana dived in like a psychopath. Or she got caught. Can't
Here you're
remember
standing
what
really
happened.
good. Like, here your positioning is really good. Because here you're basically saying, Vi, if you go in, I will pentakill.
Yeah.
So this is like how you want to stand. Good. And just poke like this. Diana's just trolling. Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
trolling.
And then we just take the fight instead of backing out.
I mean, it's a bit hard to back out, I'd say.
She has GA.
Yeah.
And then they just push and end it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, that's why I want the game to be unlosable here.
Yeah.
Because League is very much like chess. You had the chance to fucking checkmate, but you decided not to. So if you can work on that, it's a lot better.
Yeah. I see
And-
my biggest weakness is just I don't do anything or I don't punish the jungler when I know where he is.
Yeah. And then, like, when they die, then they're gonna respawn, then they have to walk somewhere, right? And then it's
Yeah.
your job as assassin to try to pick off isolated targets and catch people that are rotating alone.
Yep.
And Kayn does really well with this. Like, there's a reason why Rengar when he ults, gets vision of people, right? Because this is how you're meant to play assassins.
Yeah.
And then you need to be fine with just sitting inside of a wall and just poking with W when you guys are just stallmating, right? Just protecting vision and covering. You need to be fine with just sitting in the wall and just W and just wait for the right moment. Make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No, not really. You kind of hit it like you made everything clear, so
Like, I think that the only games that you should be able to lose are... Because, like, obviously Kayn is not good early game, right? There's no
Yeah.
doubt in that. So, obviously, like, games like this might probably be hard. I don't know what happened, right? But I can only assume that, like, this game only lasted 24 minutes, so I assume your laners just got piss stomped. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, Riven just hard inted, but looks like you also were big inter, but if the game is obviously, like, if the game is over at, like, 5 minutes, then of course it's hard. But...
it's so hard when my lane team ends as I'm Kane because then they beg for ganks, then I go gank and we just get 1v2'd.
Yeah, but why do you gank if it's bad?
Just-
Like, you didn't... Like, the Rengar game I showed you, you don't see me gank this Urgot ever.
Yeah.
The Urgot is 1 level ahead of me, and my Yi is 7 with 20 CS. The Yi even left the game at some point. We won that game 4v5.
Yeah.
Because I got fed enough. I'm not gonna lose my lead to help a laner that's so doomed.
And then also some games too, when the other team somewhat understands that Kane is weak early, the laners would get ahead early, and then they just sit in my jungle 24/7.
Yeah. Pink wards
And then-
and vision control helps with that, and safe pathings, and understand what's going on. But yeah, like, some games where you get shit stomped early, it's just hard. But let's say that's 20% of games, right? So you lose 20% of games, you win 80. Should be fine then, no?
Yeah, I should climb.
Yeah. So you just you need to try to simplify the game a bit, because right now you're trying to overcomplicate things, you know, like you're trying to, okay, my bot lane died, and you're trying to salvage it by fighting.
Yeah.
When you could legit just do the best for you, so that you can snowball later. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Then I'll stop